The next piece of technology I'm going to talk about is a website called Newsela or Newsela. This is a website that provides current events to use in the classroom. You can sign in as a student or you can sign in as a teacher, and it is free, but just like a lot of free things, there's also a pro version to it, and I think the pro version offers a little bit more. But you are able to still access quite a bit with the free version. This is fairly new to me. I heard about it at a curriculum day a couple weeks ago, and I hadn't had a whole lot of time to mess around with it. So I've recently tried it in class to kind of see how it works out, and have pretty much made my mind up that I do like it. It's kind of a cool website to find information that's important to what we're studying. And so the way that I use this is in my class with my students. I have them practice analyzing text, writing, and citing evidence. This was a goal of my PLC this year, to incorporate some of those things more so in class than what we had done in previous years, because we had a feeling that's what they might see on the MDPT. So that was one thing that we were really trying to work on in class. The goal of using this website is for students to learn how to analyze an article, and in middle school we really try to work with helping them learn how to cite text. That way they don't get in the habit of plagiarizing. So that would be another goal that we work towards. The people that use this would be students, but in addition to that, teachers can also use it to plan, and for this purpose I'm going to show teachers kind of how it works. The standards that I picked deal with formative and summative assessments, so I can make sure that they're applying what they're reading and that they're learning from that, and that they're able to make connections between what we talk about in class and what they've been reading. Also, to promote student learning and to get them excited about reading, and that doesn't have to be something so boring all the time. So I'm going to show you how to get to Newsela. If you just go to Google and you type it in, you should come up with something that looks like this, and then you can just click on the website and it'll take you right to it. You can sign in as a teacher, and your students can sign in as well. If your students sign in, they have to have a code in order to join the classroom. And currently I'm signed up for the 30-day free trial, just so I could kind of see what the pro version had to offer. So I'm not positive if you can set up classrooms without the pro version, but I know for sure you can set the classroom up with the pro version and track the student progress with that pro version. The students can access all of these articles as well as the teacher, even if they don't have the pro version of this. So since I teach science, we'll just go into the science and I'll kind of explain to you what you're looking at. There's a whole bunch of different areas that you can find your current events in, but I'm going to look at science. And in this, you can search if you're looking for something specific. Recently we just studied fossils. And so when I go into this, I'm able to look at a whole bunch of different articles dealing with fossils, and most of them are fairly new. So it provides you a whole bunch of resources. And when you click on them, you are able to see the article, and they're really not too long of an article. They're about, the last one I read was about 2 to 3 pages long. We have to sign in. They're about 2 to 3 pages long, so it's not too bad of a read. The students seem to enjoy it. One thing that I thought was really cool and that sparked my interest in this website from the people that were presenting it was when they said we could adjust the Lexile levels. In my classes, I have special ed students and students that don't speak hardly any English, and then I have gifted students, and they're all in the same classes together. And so for me, I like the idea of being able to adjust the Lexile level to help differentiate what the student will need. And so you can adjust that here. Also, it provides writing prompts, and if you have the Pro version, it'll allow you to see what your students are writing and grade it right there, but you can also just look at it and then have your students do that without being online. And then in addition to that, there are quiz questions over it. And in order to track your students' progress, you do have to have the Pro version for that. So I know it would be so much more helpful if we could all just get the Pro version, but I know that that's not necessarily possible. So this free version is helpful just because it still provides you with the text that is rich in your content area, and it really makes the kids think about what they're reading and applying it. And again, I really appreciate the fact that I can adjust the Lexile level so I can fit the needs of all of my students.